Choosing the right solar battery in 2025. It's not just about price or power. It's about finding the right fit for your energy needs, home, and future goals. In the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly what to look for, compare the top brands, and help you avoid the most common mistakes homeowners make. So, what makes a great battery? When it comes to batteries, don't get hung up on just one spec. Here's what really matters. First off, let's talk about capacity. The capacity is like the size of your gas tank. More capacity equals more backup time. So the next thing is power output. It's like horsepower. Is there really enough power in there to run your lights, internet, and your microwave at the same time? So the next thing you want to consider is, does it have any smart features? Is there some form of load control? Is the app easy to use and use to manage your system? So the last thing we want to talk about is warranty and support. How long is that warranty? What does the warranty cover? And most importantly, what kind of support can you expect to receive? So let's talk about the top players in the industry. That way you know which one works best for you. First up, we've got the Tesla Powerwall 3. This is by far probably the most widely recognized brand, and quite frankly, they do produce a really good product. But still, like any other battery, it has pros and cons. So let's talk about the pros first. With a 13.5 kilowatt hour capacity and 11.5 kilowatts of output, this is a great battery. It's got an integrated solar and battery inverter. From an installation perspective, this is actually one of the easier units to install due to their innovative meter collar design. This not only saves time, but also money for the homeowner. Some of the downsides are no direct generator charging, which means if you wanted to hook up a gas generator to act as backup for your backup, you're not going to be able to do that. Now, another downside is there's no circuit level load control, meaning if you've got large dedicated circuits that you want to make sure get cut out from the mix whenever the demand becomes too high, there's no way to do that, whereas other manufacturers do have that option. Lastly, we also have inventory issues. Due to its overwhelming popularity but limited production capacity, it's actually quite hard to get a Tesla Powerwall 3, and most customers wind up waiting several months, if not longer, to get their units. Now next up, we have the Franklin Apower 2. This is a unit we've been looking forward to for some time, and it comes from a great company with a great track record. First of all, we've got a 15 kilowatt hour capacity with a 10 kilowatt hour continuous output. The build quality on a Franklin Apower 2 is fantastic. It's just like the previous generation, bright white cabinet and LEDs on the outside. It's very clean looking, and so far we've never had any HOA issues with it. So backing up this new Apower 2, you've got a 15-year manufacturer warranty from Franklin, which is currently the best in the business right now. So it really tells you that they stand behind their product. Unlike the Tesla Powerwall 3, there is actually smart circuit control where you can isolate certain loads like AC, for example. The system won't utilize that circuit when there's a lot of demand and little bit of power. Having that option is really best for critical load management and long-term reliability. Lastly, there's a visual charge indicator, meaning you can tell how much juice your battery has left or when it's running low. And it also has the ability to hook up backup generators as well, should you need to. So when it comes to cons, there's really only one main one that we can talk about when it comes to the Franklin battery, and that would be the cost. At $15,000 installed, it's not a small amount of money, and it's enough to give a lot of homeowners pause before pulling the trigger on a battery. Lastly, we want to talk about the Enphase IQ battery. Currently, the configuration requires you to have two 5 kilowatt modules. Come this summer, they are releasing their newest generation, the 10C, where you can get a 10 kilowatt hour module from the get-go. So the first most obvious pro is the fact that the Enphase battery fits seamlessly with existing systems that utilize Enphase microinverters. As far as the cons go, the first one is going to be the capacity. Starting at 10 kilowatt hours per unit, it's already a little smaller than what the other two are starting out as. Secondly, at roughly 5.5 kilowatts continuous output, you're also getting less power compared to the other two. So the next con may not be a big deal to everyone. It's that of the form factor. Enphase units typically are actually larger than what you would find with the Tesla Powerwall 3 or the Franklin Apower 2. In addition to that, the finish, even though it is metal, a lot of customers will say that it looks very plasticky and kind of cheap. So at $15,000 installed, both the Franklin Apower 2 and the Tesla Powerwall 3 are actually the lower cost of the three units. The Enphase solution actually costs $15,500 to install. So price-wise, all three of these units are generally within the same ballpark. So we've covered some of the key players in the battery game, but here are the main factors you need to keep in mind when choosing a battery that specifically fits your needs. So if you're planning on installing a brand new solar and storage system for your home, going with the Tesla Powerwall 3 or the Franklin Apower 2 are probably going to be your best bet. Specifically, when it comes to the Tesla Powerwall 3 with its integrated inverter, chances are your installation costs will be less than with the Franklin battery simply because you won't be able to use microinverters. Now, regardless of whether you have a microinverter microinverter system or a string inverter setup, the Franklin Apower 2 can play just fine with both. And lastly, if you've already got a microinverter system, choosing the Enphase solution also makes a lot of sense because it can play seamlessly with what's already there, as long as you're okay with the lower capacity and lower power output. When it comes to ease of use, we find that all three of these batteries work quite well, which is why really they're the only three manufacturers that we stick with. However, there are some small differences in the app experience, and we find that both the Tesla and the Franklin app experience are a little bit more user-friendly than what you get with Enphase. So if you're still feeling stuck choosing a battery, make sure you ask your installer these three questions. Will it power the critical appliances I need during a blackout? Can I add more capacity later? How long is the warranty, and who's going to service it if it fails? There's no perfect battery for everyone, but there is a perfect battery for you. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more useful solar information. Drop a comment below if you've got more questions or you just need help deciding. And if you live in Southern California, hit the link in the description for a free solar and battery quote. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.